ladies, welcome to the Feminine Mystery. My name is Azalea Dawn, and on my channel I talk all about leveling up hypergamy, femininity, elegance, and attracting the right masculine provider for you. So if any of that sounds interesting, then please check out the rest of the videos on my channel and feel free to subscribe if you like it. Today's video is all about why good quality shoes are so important, right? So one thing I talk a lot about on my channel is investing in your luxury level up, right? Making sure that when you are either ready to invest in yourself financially or when you have a man who is ready to invest in you financially, making sure that you're on track to ask for the right things, because it can be really easy to be swayed by passion into making decisions that are not strategic for yourself, right? You want to make sure that not only are you getting things that you love and you are going to wear forever, but things that are going to strategically aid you in creating the right image for you to level up in the long term. So how are shoes a part of that? Well, your shoes tell people who you are, what you do, and how much money you make doing it, right? Shoes are a social signal, and a lot of people, when they're first meeting other people, are looking straight at their shoes because they contain so much information. When you look at two women, imagine two women in very different career paths swapping shoes, right? One who might be in a functional role, somebody who might be like an athlete versus, a luxury traveler. Shoes contain this kind of information about other people, and therefore people who are very interested in other people are looking at shoes in order to get that information about you. They're looking to see, what you do, what your shoes are for. Are they work boots? Are they sandals? Are they, high-end expensive heels? How expensive are they? How much money do you have is also contained in your shoes. And then, what you're like as a person, whether or not you're wearing strappy stilettos or you're wearing, very comfortable flat, mules or something like that. All of that information is contained in your shoes. So you want to make sure that when you are purchasing shoes, you're doing so in a way that is strategic so that you're sending the right message about you to people who are interested. Now, one thing I definitely understand in terms of like the rhetoric that you often see around spending is the idea of not spending on things that are frivolous. And sometimes shoes get lumped into those, but let me tell you, even cheap men buy themselves nice shoes. You don't want to get gaslighted into starting to think that shoes are an area for you not to spend on, because even the cheapest men who will not buy you anything, men who are penny pinchers, men who don't spend much money on anything else, trust me, honey, they are wearing designer, and they are wearing designer shoes. 9 times out of 10. Sometimes it's something really subtle that you may not immediately recognize, but a lot of times, like men are very attuned to social signals. They're very attuned to where they situate themselves in the dominance hierarchy relative to other men. So part of their social performance is that they will go out and they'll buy themselves, expensive shoes, expensive watches, lots of Rolexes, etc., etc. Whereas, they'll often, talk and espouse these values of not being materialistic, etc., etc. And I do think that both of these things are true, but again, it's about them understanding the social signals that they are putting out, because they understand where they want to be situated on the dominance hierarchy. They understand where other men are going to look at them and see how much money they're making, what they do, and who they are, right? They're sending out very conscious messages through their shoes, through their watches, right? And you don't want to miss out on that just because you're a female, because they are looking at your shoes regardless of what they say. Even men who are not fashionistas, they don't know Manolo Blahnik by name, they have seen these shoes on women in their lives. They've seen these shoes on women in their social circles. They know what it looks like for you to have an affluent image, even if they can't really articulate that to you. Even if it's just subconscious, a split-second judgment in their mind, they're looking at you, they're sizing you up, they're deciding things about you, and you want to make sure that the image that you are sending out is positive, it's affluent, it's classy, it's elegant, right? That's really going to help you a lot in your level up. So let's take a second to talk about some shoes that you should really get to know as a part of your social performance and really curating a perfect collection of shoes. We're going to focus all on this girl who I believe she's a YouTuber. Her name, forgive me if I'm mispronouncing it, is Livy Mirza. She is in Dubai. She is rich Indian in Dubai, and her family owns an aesthetic spa down there. And she is truly a master of, this social performance of affluence, of luxury, of if you know, you know. She doesn't seem to explain a lot, just if you catch it, you catch it. So let's talk about that. Now, the first shoe that we have to talk about is the infamous or famous, depending on how you look at it, Hermes Oran sandal. Now, everybody who shops at Hermes, everybody who loves the brand, they have a pair of these sandals. It's very commonly somebody's first Hermes purchase when you go into the boutique. This is one of the few items that I see them consistently have in stock. You can always find a pair of Hermes sandals. More often than not, they'll be in your size if they carry your size, and they have a beautiful array of seasonal colors, of different designs that they release in these. Yeah, so here you're seeing Lily, excuse me if I'm pronouncing her name wrong, but you're seeing her wear these so, masterfully by pairing them with this Hermes Kelly for a very like casual, feminine, seductive. It's a very beautiful look that she has created here. And the base of this look is those colorful Hermes Oran sandals. So definitely consider adding a pair of these to your wardrobe because they are a lower ticket item as far as Hermes, and it's a great way to start building a purchasing history with the brand. The next pair of shoes that you really should know in terms of a luxury level up is Laura Piana, specifically these Summerwalk Charm sandals or the Summerwalk Charm moccasin shoes by Laura Piana, because these are so comfortable and they are a favorite among the elite, especially people who like to be discreet, under the radar, super low key. They're very if you know, you know, and they're something that is appropriate to wear almost anywhere casually. They come in a beautiful array of colors, but you need to understand that more often than not, these cost more than the sticker price because they're always out of stock in people's sizes and the colors you want. So you have to custom order with Laura Piana to get these shoes, which brings the price up by like $200 to $400. And that is again all a part of the wealth signaling that is involved in Laura Piana shoes. Now, I just hope that, like if you are enjoying this video, please give it a like below because, even Lily, she's very like, if you know, you know, she is not explaining anything to anybody. She is not the type for explanations. She's just like, if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. It's not for you. So I hope she doesn't have like beef with me for like spilling her, I guess, like wardrobe secrets or like whatever. But yeah, next up we have the Chanel ballerina flat. So that's again in the theme of comfortable, walkable, but elegant, elevated, upscale shoes. She's not, like taking the easy route and wearing like Nikes or Yeezys or some ugly shoe with her outfit. She's still keeping it very elegant, very classy, very affluent looking by incorporating these Chanel ballerina flats. And these are also shoes that very much say to somebody that you are a Chanel customer. They're shoes that are, often available in the boutique in seasonal colors. Therefore, they're seasonal colors, seasonal fabrics, so they're not very often faked. And also, like, fake shoes are very hard to pull off because they will fall apart and look really crazy. So these shoes say when somebody is looking at your feet and seeing you in them that you are a Chanel customer, because they are not easy to get, but they're at the same time accessible to people who have purchasing histories with the brand. So this is definitely a shoe that I would recommend purchasing, especially as we're getting around to gift season here. Alright, and next we're going to talk about the Chanel slingbacks. So these are very much a grandma shoe. They are a shoe that men don't really find attractive. They're very, like Hillary Clinton types of shoes. They are very elegant, very feminine, very classy, but they're not attractive to a lot of men. So I would keep that in mind. But that said, like as far as like walkable, elegant shoes, I've seen Enabe say it before on School of Affluence, and it's very much true. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. So these are very much a shoe that if you want a little bit of height that's appropriate for the daytime, you want to keep your look very elegant, very classy, very feminine and respectable, but you're not necessarily going for sex appeal, this is the shoe that I would go for in that situation. I would wear them with caution for that reason. Definitely not a first date shoe, not a third date shoe, not a 10th date shoe. Just don't wear these with your boyfriend or husband unless they happen to really like them. But yeah, they're a great everyday walkable shoe. And finally, on our list of shoes that you need to know about for your luxury level up, we have the Manolo Blahnik Hungieses. I hope that I'm actually showing the Hungieses here. I will see in a second with you. But these are the famous shoes made famous by Sex and the City, where Carrie has a blue pair of these, and they're essentially what Mr. Big uses to propose to her in her New York City apartment. These are the shoes that are in her closet. They are fabulous, fabulous shoes, but they are definitely very delicate shoes as well. A lot of women buy these to wear to weddings, to wear to red tie, like galas, red tie, black tie galas, like red carpet events, things of that nature. These are very elegant, very upscale, very like the epitome of what a shoe can be is really represented in these Manolo Blahnik heels. So I definitely think that what she's doing here, pairing them with this, very casual outfit to some sort of what appears to be a sporting event, is a very interesting take on an outfit from her. In any case, that is the end of this video. If you have enjoyed it, please leave it a like down below and consider subscribing to my channel if you're interested in more content like this. I talk all about leveling up in femininity. So until my next video, I will see you then. Bye!